do we as Hanafis consider people who follow another madhab to be fasiq? For example, they eat prawns regularly or pray after bleeding.
And we would not be allowed to have Sheikh Muhammad with us if this is the case.
Inshallah.
We would have to, never share a platform with anybody who follows another madhab, and never pray salah behind anybody who follows another madhab, and such things. So absolutely not. It is absolutely not the case. I did come across a video recently that seemed to be saying that they are, if they contradict the rulings of our madhab, then we may consider them fusaq and such things. Absolutely not. If that was the case, our books would be filled with rulings. It's makruh tahriman to pray behind Shafi, Maliki, Hanbali. We don't have that whatsoever. It's very mentioned very commonly, and without any additional rulings whatsoever. If you're praying behind a Shafi and he does this, and you're praying behind a Maliki and he does this, what do you do? And such things. Ibn Abidin, rahimahullah ta'ala, he said this in his Hashiyah. He said, there's nothing wrong with a person praying salah according to one madhab one day and another madhab the other day. Now, if it makes you a fasiq to follow another madhab, why would you say there's nothing wrong with it? Have Ibn Humam rahimahullah ta'ala, in a couple of his books, I'll quote from Fathul Qadir, he was going even further. He was not only speaking about a Hanafi following another madhab, he spoke about tatabbu' al-rukhus. That even if you follow, the regularly rulings from another madhab, there's nothing wrong with that. He said there's nothing wrong with that in terms of riwayah, there's nothing wrong with that in terms of diraya, or he said aqal, meaning there's no narration stopping us, there's nothing that, you could deduce that stops us. And Ibn Humam, he went even further. He said, and I know the Prophet ﷺ used to like to make things easy. Now, of course, Hanafis don't say just, do whatever you like, whenever you like. No, you follow a madhab. But the point is, you yourself, as a Hanafi, are permitted to take a rukhsah from another madhab. Now, as I said, Ibn Humam mentioned this, Ibn Abidin mentioned this, Imam Tahtawi mentioned it, and he quoted from Sahib al-Nahar and Sahib al-Bahar as well, the Ibn Nujaym brothers. And it's just, our books are filled with this kind of thing. You can take a rukhsah, you can take a rukhsah, you can follow another madhab. If it was fisq, if we consider the rulings of the other madhahib fisq, then why are our scholars regularly saying you can take a rukhsah? Ibn Abidin rahimahullah ta'ala, in the Hashiyah, I know of 2 occasions, and I'm sure there will be more occasions, where he directly says, on this issue, follow the Maliki school. Both related to divorce, quite technical, complicated. I won't go into them. He says, on this issue, follow the Maliki school. If it was fisq, then he's not allowed to say that. So I did, see a video where there's something like this seemed to be said, but it's completely wrong. No. So let alone a Shafi'i eating prawns regularly, that's not going to make him a fasiq as far as we're concerned. Okay, or other things that are permitted in Shafi, or he bleeds and then he goes ahead and prays the salah. We don't consider that fisq. Okay. Yes, there will be in some of these situations there will be a decision to make for the Hanafi. Like, what do you do? Do you pray behind this imam? Do you not pray behind this imam? Because now he's clearly done something that is invalid according to your madhab, but it still doesn't make the imam a fasiq. Now, so I did see the video, and it did concern me, because it seemed to give the impression that we are the Ahlul Haq, the Hanafis, and everybody else is just a fasiq. Alhamdulillah, Sunni Islam doesn't work like this. Sunni Islam recognizes ikhtilaf, recognizes difference of opinion. As a Hanafi, or Hanafis on certain issues will say, look, this is the way we believe is the right way. We respect the ijtihad of the Shafis or the Malikis or the Hanbalis, but we're going to do it this way. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a different opinion. And please bear in mind, whoever holds these kind of views, bear in mind, or just think about what you're saying about Sahaba who have a different view to you then. Because there are Sahaba who will say, pray with Raf al-Yadayn. There are Sahaba who will say, Isha comes in at this time, Isha comes in at this time, and Asr comes in at this time, which might be different to Abu Hanifa's view. And endless differences of opinion that the Sahaba had. You recite behind the Imam, you don't recite. So are we saying that about Sahaba as well then? There's a very, very troubling position to take.